behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Another great interview is coming up shortly. But before we begin, don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons below you there. You'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you'd like to leave a comment on the comment section, go ahead. We'd love to hear from you there. And we'll have contact info for you at the description part and the closing credits at the end of this program. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Wetumpka, Alabama today, we have Duane Parker, a very talented country artist. I think you're really going to love this guy. And we're going to get to that in a second, but first here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show, so don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Wetumpka, Alabama, we have Duane Parker with us today. Thanks for joining us, Duane.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to have you here. I'm sure you always wanted to be an artist since you were a little kid, right? And that's why you wanted to become an artist. Maybe you fell into it much later. But anyway, tell everybody your story. We'd love to hear
it. I think I was born like that. I grew up around it, you know, and when I was 5 years old, my daddy got me up at a fair in Virginia to sing Kalijah, and the crowd went nuts, and I said, man, that's what I want to do the rest of my life. So the rest is history.
Okay, well, I really enjoy your music. I've listened to the song we're about to play in just a minute. But anyway, tell us a little bit about your influences. I'm sure all the legends come to mind.
Well, yeah. I was an Arab brat. Dad, I was born in Wiesbaden, Germany, and my daddy had a guitar he got at the base, and he'd play. And I know I grew up. He ended up getting out of service and going to Virginia, and so there was a lot of bluegrass going on. And but George Jones and Hee Haw and Merle Haggard and Waylon Jennings, that was our thing. And I love all the legends. You know, it's pretty cool that I got to meet George Jones. I never got to meet Waylon. I seen Merle, and so I feel a little blessed on that. But yeah, man, I played with Don Helms and Lum York, two of the original Drifting Cowboys. That was kind of like a highlight.
Yeah, those are definitely some good bands. You mentioned George Jones. I never met him personally, but he sounded like a great guy, and even Merle Haggard and all those legends right there. They were really good at what they do. Well, tell us a little. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how we can find your music. Are you on streaming platforms? Are you on social media? And do you have an official website? Tell everybody about that.
Right. DuaneParker.net. All lowercase, no spaces. You can find me a lot of my stuff there, or just punch into Google. I'm on every streaming platform, and I'm fixing to release a song I Know is what the name is. Through Big Records and on through Universal Music Group, and it's going to be worldwide, so it shouldn't be too hard to find me nowadays. It used to be hard. You can punch in my name on the web, but now it's pretty easy.
All righty. Well, tell us about anyway, go out there to all those social media sites and streaming sites, special sites. And you can learn all about them there. Okay, we're about to play this song, Hard to See the Pavement. It sounds like self-explanatory, but tell us a little story about that song. I'm sure everybody would love to hear that.
Yeah, it's a fun song. Matter of fact, me and Layla Tucker's going to recut that one. It was a song I wrote years ago about I was in a band and we was in Clanton, Alabama, playing at Silver Steer, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and we just loaded up everything, and it was raining cats and dogs, and my lead guitar picker, he was driving, and he thought he was Cheech Marin off of Cheech and Chong, I think, because the van was all smoked up. And when he pulled out, he hit a mailbox. I said, "Man, what are you doing?" He said, "It's hard to see the pavement when it's wet." And I said, "Yeah, especially when you're stoned." And by the time we got to the house, I had this song written. So it's just a party song about the real life musician.
Okay, well, I love the song. I played it a couple of times. I can't get enough of it, and I know you guys won't get enough of it either once you hear it. And we're going to get to that in a second. But Duane, thank you so much for coming today. We'd love to have you back again sometime. So if you have something new, let us know. Maybe we'll have you back on.
We'll do it. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, Hard to See the Pavement by Duane Parker. It begins right now.
Hard to see the pavement when it's wet, especially when you're stoned. I want my friends around me, so I won't have to party all alone. Wake me up when we get there and tell me how the hell I made it home. 'Cause it's hard to see the pavement when it's wet, especially when you're stoned. Well, I woke up Sunday morning and rolled up my last cigarette. Took a drink from a bottle that I found last night in my neighbor's Corvette. Scattered memories come back to me. All my old friends probably think, Lord, I'm insane. Take another shot of whiskey, the nicotine slowly seeps into my brain. And it's hard to see the pavement when it's wet, especially when you're stoned. Well, I want my friends around me, so I won't have to party all alone. Wake me up when we get there and tell me how the hell I made it home. 'Cause it's hard to see the pavement when it's wet, especially when you're stoned. Told her I was leaving, but I wouldn't be getting gone that long. Wouldn't spend all my money on the jukebox, Lord, and I'd come home alone. But that blonde in the backseat proves I didn't do that stuff too well. Hear her screaming through the back door, something about me going straight to hell. And it's hard to see the pavement when it's wet, especially when you're stoned. But I want my friends around me, so I won't have to party all alone. Wake me up when we get there and tell me how the hell I made it home. 'Cause it's hard to see the pavement when it's wet, especially when you're stoned. Yes, it's hard to see the pavement when it's wet, especially when you're stoned.
Hey man, your driving sucks.